Hello all, Sweet Trading Cards here again, back with another PSA reveal. So 3 in a week is kind of crazy. I guess when it rains it pours. And so this was a value bulk order, 21 cards, mixed sports, heavy baseball, but there's also some basketball and football. It was arrived at PSA on February 9th. And they completed the order on April 7th. I got it back on the 9th today when I'm recording this. So really good turnaround time for bulk especially, which has kind of been my case with bulk lately. If you've watched previous videos, it's getting here as quick as my value plus orders, which are supposed to be faster. So not sure why I'm paying for that. My concern though is this is the last one that was before they combined TCG and sports, and it looks like my subsequent bulk orders are not going to be as fast. We're quite a ways in, and they're still sitting in just waiting. Order arrived status, I believe is what it's called. So they haven't even gone into research and ID, which is before grading. So obviously I think that was the intent. I don't like that because once again, sports cards is kind of getting the brunt of the TCG glut. If this is the case and not getting those cards back. So regardless, I'll have more information as those roll out. I might do like a short on a day just to kind of update. I don't know if that's something people would be interested in, but I can definitely do so. But yeah, it does look like the nice 2-month turnaround on bulks is probably out the door at this point. Anyways, let's get into this order. I have seen the grades, as always. They're actually already listed on eBay, so ready to list. They're basically sitting pending until I finish recording and make sure that these cards, like, there's no crack slabs or anything like that, because I wouldn't want to sell something that I can't fulfill immediately. Anyways, like I said, 21 cards. Let's go ahead and get these out. That's the front, so we'll go this way. And if you're curious and keeping counting, these did come from the LA office. Which I did not take any offers. Most of them were pretty... I haven't seen many good offers recently. It feels like the only time you get a good offer is if there's a weird comp that's sitting in there that's overinflating the card. And then some of the just like extremely hot stuff, like Shohei stuff, I think has been getting some decent offers, but outside of that, not really much. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, a lot of baseball. There's a lot of cosmic stuff. That's pop 1 so far, so some of the first ones back to market. So it's always kind of hard to price them a little bit, but also tends to help make them sell maybe a little bit more than what they would in a month or so. So as more come in. And looks like we're actually starting with some of those cosmics right here. Got a James Wood, Light Speed. This is the Gold Interstellar out of 50. Really like that. Kind of looks like the lasers out of Bowman, but with the gold. Light Speed's kind of a cool insert set. And this one did get a 10, so that's a great start there. Next up, this is Moises Ballesteros. This is the Star Fractor parallel. Really like these. Kind of hard to see, but they got some cool texture, stars in there and everything. This is the black version out of 10, so really low numbered with that. He seems to be starting to heat up a little bit after a bit of a slow start. He's got like a 25% barrel rate, but has ran into some bad luck You know, had a couple knockdown at the wind and Wrigley, a couple right at people, but boy, he hits lasers. The ball comes off his bat and just screaming. So excited to see what he can do this year. Anyways, on this one did get a 10, so that's nice. Yeah, right. And here we got 2025 Topps Update, Jacob Wilson, Gold Diamante, numbered out of 50. This is the rookie debut. His regular rookie was in Series 1, so but still really nice looking card. I pulled this out of a hanger and looked really good. Need a pretty good rookie year, sent it off, and this did get the 10, so we are doing really well there so far. Curious to see how his year's going to go this year. Was an all-star last year. Not a ton of power, but he does make a ton of contact. So I got some shadows there that are kind of weird. I need to fix my lighting here in my office, but I haven't got around to it. All right, here we go. 2025 Topps Cooper Flagg base rookie card. It's crazy. These things are still selling for about $150. As more and more are coming back, the price, I mean, obviously the original price was insane, but they've been sitting around that 150 range for quite a while. So he's really kind of turned it on here at the end of the year. Had a 50-point game the other night. 40, you know, just putting out some crazy numbers. Dallas isn't looking to do much though, and his season probably be over pretty soon. So, but this one did get a 10, which is nice. All right, here we go. Back to more Cosmic. This is the Jose Ramirez Green Space Dust. This is numbered out of 75. Yeah, this is number 1 of 75. So it is the first in the line. And Jose Ramirez, just a great ball player. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He just set the record for most games ever played by a Cleveland member of the Cleveland organization. So he's got a possible shot at 500, you know. He's a typical 30-30, 40-40 guy every year. So I don't know if he's going to start falling off that a little bit, but he seems to still be ticking. Anyways, great looking card here. I like the green, not really color match, but the green space dusts are one of my favorite on these Cosmic with that sparkle look there. So this one did get a 10. We're rolling with the 10s here. All right, here we go. This is Pete Crow Armstrong with the Purple Nebula. This is out of 150. Basically kind of a lava lamp is what the Purple Nebulas are. So cool looking card. Pete Crow signed that extension. He's going to be a Cub for a long time. I think his floor is he's going to be a great defensive player, light hitting. It's going to get 4 to 5 WAR every year. His ceiling is he taps into that first half that he had last year and is able to control his strike zone swing choices a little bit better. And I think at that point, the sky's the limit for this kid. So looking at that, and this one did get a 10 too. So we are still rolling on the 10s. And all right, here we got Moises Ballesteros. Already talked a lot about him. Talked about the green space dust out of 75. This one's 27 out of 75. So unfortunately 2 over his number. So not as cool as the Jose Ramirez in that and having a special number. But anyways, nice clean card. These chromes have been grading pretty well for me. There's a lot that I rejected because of centering, which was a little frustrating as I was picking those up. But of the ones I did send, everything else seems to be pretty good outside of the centering. So, and this one did get a 10 too. So just rolling on those chromes or cosmics. This might be my last Cosmic, I believe. This is Cade Horton on the Star Fractor. Unfortunately, the news came out this week that he is going to have surgery on his elbow and will miss the rest of the year, which is frustrating because he had such a great down the stretch last year. Started out first game looked really good, and then that second game he only made it about 1 batter, and that was it. So, yeah, pretty frustrating. Also frustrating on the card side. You know, that's the downside of these pictures. But if you look at those star fractors, man, look at the sparkle on that. These are just amazing cards. This one did get a 10. Don't know if I'm going to list it or just kind of hold off. Wait till he comes back. But that's a ways down the road. I usually don't like to hold cards that long. But, yeah, it's unfortunate with that injury. All right, moving off the Cosmics a little bit, but sticking with Chrome. Here we got a Junior Caminero Refractor. I've graded quite a few of these now. I think I've had like 6 or 7 10s come back. Sells well, 40-some homers last year. See what he does this year. He's there to get a couple, but he seems to be, generally they're pitching around him. I think he's got a lot of walks, which kind of not his forte. So anyways, with that, this one did get a 10, so continuing that streak of those there. And they're not all 10s, I guarantee you. But here we go, Junior Caminero, everything I just said. This is the sepia version. Generally sells for a little bit less than the normal one, even though there's less of them. You know, I generally, unless you're going for a rainbow or something, the sepias I don't think are as desirable. Little kind of shocked that got a 10, actually, looking at the top bottom there, but I just told you. Sorry, it did get a 10. Yes, so still rolling on the 10s. I would say that might be a little bit of an overgrade after reviewing that centering there. So, but still nice looking card and still rolling in there. So here we got 2024 Select Drake Maye rookie card. This is the premier level, so the rarest of the base rookie cards. On that, he had a great year. Curious to see what he'll do again. Unfortunately, his last game out, he really struggled, but that tends to happen. So see what he follows up with this there. And this one did also get the 10, which is great. All right, going back to basketball, another Cooper Flagg. This is the Topps Chrome Go Time insert, just the base insert. But pretty much anything of his getting graded is kind of going crazy right now. And this one similarly also got the 10s. So this is kind of crazy. Yeah, they're not all 10s. I think they moved maybe a lot of my non-10s down to the bottom. This is not in the order that I submitted, which it usually is. So it's kind of crazy. Sometimes you get that if you took offers, but I didn't take any offers. So there was no reason to go in and kind of disrupt the order, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, did have one more Cosmic. I forgot about this one. This is the White Hole Refractor. Not numbered, but it's estimated that there's about 50 to 60 of these, I think, based on print run numbers and odds. So even a little bit more rarer than that green space dust. Kind of. I mean, Cubs do wear white, so matches up with his pants a little bit there. Nice looking cards. I really like these white hole refractors. So, and this one did get a 10, just like all the other Cosmics. So that's wild. Okay, here we go. Getting a little bit older card. This is 2022 Bowman Chrome Calvarelli rookie. And oh, sorry about that. Just a base. But last I checked, these were going for quite a bit, and looked relatively clean, but I believe I think I can see it right there. There's some pretty major scratching on the front. I thought this card looked really well, but it did come back as a 6. So obviously that's something I overlooked and my fault. Pretty sure. Looking at that, that's what did it. The other thing that would get you down to a 6 is sometimes you get those kind of thumbnail imprints, or I'm not even sure it's thumbnails. It do it, but they kind of have a crescent look, like a thumbnail did it. So anyways, a 6, so I'll put that way over here in the 6 pile. Hopefully there's no more of those. I've seen the grades, so there's no more of those. No more 6s. Here's another Cooper Flagg rookie. We've already talked about this. Cards look good. Still, once again, amazed that they're still selling for what they are based on how many there are, but this one also got a 10. Moving along, looks like we're into some football here. This is a 2023 Prism Puka Silver. Fortunately, the news come out about him is a little concerning. Sounds like he has a problem. Checked into rehab recently. I hope he conquers those demons and, you know, comes out whatever. I think normally he's a pretty likable guy. He's a great receiver. And, you know, if he addresses those things in the right way, hopefully he can get back to doing what he's been doing. So anyways, with this, it did get a 10. So continuing this gigantic 10 pile over here. There's not many cards left. So as you can see, this was a pretty good order for me. Not complaining. Here we go with the 2025 Mosaic Colston Loveland Blue No Huddle. This is numbered out of 99. It's number 7 of 99. He's from my home state, little town, not very far from where I grew up, of about 1,000 people. So maybe a little bit more than that now, but yeah, just from a very small town here. And this one did get a 9, unfortunately. So the first of our 9 pile there. Here we go. I got another Colston Loveland Mosaic. This is just Silver Prism. And this one, not numbered, just normal silver, and it did get a 10. So got 1 out of 2 on those. Obviously would have liked it flipped a little bit, but that silver's still going to sell pretty well. So here we go. 2024 Mosaic Drake Maye. Rookie card, just the base. Again, these bases, unless you get somebody really hot, generally don't grade them too much, but guys usually have some pretty good value, as we see with the Coopers and stuff. So this one, unfortunately, is my second 9. So that one's probably going to lose us a little bit of money, but it's worth the shot on the upside. This is one I definitely should not have sent. I didn't do my research enough to know that these white hot rookies have a less than 5% gem rate, which is wild. Yeah, there's a white up there. I don't know if I missed that or just in handling of the card. It must be really sensitive to that. And there's a print line down there across the bottom too. So as you can see, saying that, probably going to tell you I did not get a 10. This one did get a 9. So just like that last Drake Maye, those are probably the 2 that I shouldn't have sent. And then last card here, Topps Chrome Victor Wembanyama Refractor. I believe I pulled this out of a blaster, possibly, or in a 10. This is going for over 300. You know, its first official licensed Topps Refractor, even though not a rookie, still has some pretty good value. Unfortunately, this one is not a 10. It got an 8. So looking at that, not sure what happened. I thought it had a pretty good shot at a 10. It was packed fresh. Obviously, that doesn't mean it's a 10 at all. There was some stuff on this slab, but that's on the slab itself. Man. I'm going to have to clean that up. So generally, if curious, what do I use if I got a slab that needs cleaned up? Just a little, one of these little disposable microfiber cloths and some rubbing alcohol will usually take care of anything, especially if I get cards from Fanatics Collect, because they'll have a sticker on the back here, which tends to leave a lot of that sticker grime, and that rubbing alcohol will get it off real quick. So obviously I don't use anything on the card itself, but cleaning up those. And I know that if you do get scratches, there is a scratch deal you can apply to this that'll kind of buff those out too and hide those. So anyways, that's just an aside there. So this one, not going to have much value in an 8. If he gets MVP, this becomes a $40 card just for the buyback. So I may crack it out there. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with it specifically. I may crack it out just to see what was wrong with it. It may become a CGC card that I send, because I do want to have high liquid guys on the sports ones that I send over there. So that might be what I do if he doesn't win MVP. It's probably not. It looks like SGA is the favorite, but I mean, Spurs are, last I looked, in 2nd place, and I think he's got as good a shot as anybody not named SG. I personally think I think Jokic should win it. He's averaging high 20s, plus leading the league in both assists and rebounds. That's just unheard of. And I think there's a little bit of fatigue with him after he won all those. But, you know, the stuff he does, I mean, I was watching him play the Spurs the other day, and he did this fadeaway rainbow over Wemby to seal the game, basically, in overtime, and it was just a beautiful shot, undefendable, even by Wemby. You know, if Wemby can't defend it, no one can, as far as like the length and the reach that he has. So, yeah, so that's the deal here. This was a great order. Probably one of my best as far as gem rate. I would like to get this grader again in the mood that he was in for this day, for sure. That said, I think a lot of these cards, I think those cosmics are good in that regard. So just looking at that, that is 7 and 1, 2, 10, 13, 16 out of 21. So doing my quick math, that is just under an 80% gem rate, because 16 out of 20 would be 80. Yeah, so my guess would be 78 or something without a calculator in here. But really good order. I'm definitely happy with that. Gonna get these listed up. There's a lot of cards that with baseball just starting, it's nice to get a lot of baseball cards back, and unfortunately the Cade Horton one's a little bit of a bummer. Kind of wish I had more basketball with playoffs starting. You know, this would have been a good time to get a big bunch of basketball back. Most of what I cut is Flagg, and he's about ready to end his season, so that's a little bit of a downer. But you know, it's really hard to do that, and I don't buy a lot of baseball anyways. The football stuff's kind of in a weird spot, and this is a down spot for that. I could hold it more towards middle of summer, national time, but I don't generally like to hold cards that long, so we'll see what I do with those. I'm probably just going to list them, maybe list them a little bit higher, and if they have to wait on eBay for a couple months until the tide catches them, that's fine. But yeah, that's what we had here. Great order there. If you enjoyed this, I definitely would appreciate you giving me a like, a subscribe, or better yet, just even give me a comment. You know, I don't get many comments on my videos. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you didn't like. What's your favorite card out of this set? Tell me things I could do to be better. You know, I appreciate all that. And definitely, you know, obviously the subscribe part and the likes and stuff is also important too. I'd love to grow the channel a little bit to more people. It helps me stay motivated to do these videos, you know, when it's not many people viewing them and stuff. I definitely fall, and I did not post videos for a while over the winter, and my numbers seem to have dropped quite a bit because of it. So just trying to build that back up. Again, if you like the video, give me a comment, especially. I think that's the biggest thing right now for videos is likes and comments. Obviously, subscribers is the end goal because that's what helps you monetize in the end. But that's not necessarily an immediate goal of mine. I just want to grow it and make sure that people are seeing the videos and, you know, I'm spending my time wisely on that. So anyways, let me know what you thought. If you have any questions, also, definitely more than happy to answer those. And we're all done. I'll have all the numbers and stuff, of course, flashed across. Once I edit this and get this out, it'll probably be a few days, as I still have one more video to edit. And I don't want to publish them all like back to back to back with the 3 orders that I got this week. So anyways, thanks for watching, and this has been Sweet Trading Cards. I hope you have a great day.